We're going to continue this discussion on Sudan with Mohammed Kheir Omer. He's a political analyst focusing on the Horn of Africa region and joins me now from Oslo in Norway. Mohammed, welcome to this news hour. This is good news for now about this temporary ceasefire for the next 24 hours. But of course, a long-term ceasefire is what's really going to be needed here. Do you think it will be a country like the United States that will help push that through, or is it more likely to come from regional bodies that have been more involved in the conflict there?
I think it needs both. It needs the United States members of the Security Council, as well as regional powers like the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Egypt. Of course, all of them have a stake in what is going on, and they may have sides they support, but this is really very necessary because the situation in Khartoum now is very dire. People have been without water, without electricity for the last 3 days. There are some people who died in their homes. They cannot be buried. Many of the hospitals have closed down because their fuel supplies have gone or run out, or they have been attacked. So really, there is a need for this ceasefire.
Yeah, the humanitarian situation could possibly get even worse. And do you think that there will be many people in Khartoum who will take the next 24 hours to actually leave their homes to get to other places where they feel that they will be safer and they'll be able to also get to the provisions that they need?
I think so, but I'm not sure if this ceasefire is going to hold. As we heard in the news, it is the RSF which have said they will abide by this ceasefire. We have to hear also from the Sudanese army, and they have really not kept even the temporary ceasefires for a few hours or not. So I hope they will keep this ceasefire for 24 hours, at least, for people to be able to get some food or other materials they need. But the problem is that many parts, there are no electricity, there is no water. So it is really very difficult, even for the hospitals. But one thing I have to say, this is the first time that the war is coming in Khartoum, but there has been hundreds of thousands who have been killed in various parts of the country, in the peripheries, in the south, in Darfur. But now we see it on the television, and this is the first time it has come to Khartoum, but so many people have died before in the different civil wars in Sudan.
Mohammed, do you think this power struggle that we're now seeing between Burhan and Hemedti is also based on the fact that both these men have wanted very different routes to civilian rule in Sudan, which is something that people have been calling for some time now, and they've had different ideas on how to restore civilian rule and the time frame? Is that one of the big issues that has led to this fighting?
I don't think so. Omar al-Bashir has created this parallel paramilitary force to keep the army divided. And both of them have committed atrocities. I mean, the RSF in Darfur, where Hemedti was an offshoot from the Janjaweed militias that have carried out genocide. And also both sides have agreed, and they carried this massacre in June 3, 2019. So they both have blood in their arms. And also, Al-Burhan seems to be supported by the Islamists who want to make a comeback in Sudan. And Hemedti is opposed to the Islamists. But I think in the last few months, when this escalated between both of them, Hemedti was more calling for a civilian rule. And Al-Burhan was really very hesitant to do that. But the RSF may be doing this for its own interests in the short term. So it is not really about civilian rule. I think it's about their interests.
Okay, Mohammed Kheir Omer, live to us there from Oslo. Appreciate your insight and analysis. Thank you so much.
Thank you.